have an iPhone 6 here that won't power on when you hold the power button, and it won't charge when it's plugged in either. And when I hold the power button and the home button for 20 or 30 seconds, it won't do a hard reset. So it looks like there might be a hardware problem with this. So what we're going to do is take it apart. And to do that, what we need to do is there's two little star screws here. They're micro stars, so you're going to need a pretty small P2 bit. So I'm going to take these two screws out and then we'll pry this open. Okay, so we have the two screws removed, and next thing we want to do is pry this LCD off of the case. So in order to do that, we're going to just pry right along the bottom here and then just up the sides. We don't want to pry on the top because that's where the cables actually connect from the motherboard to the LCD. So what we're going to do is just gently pry in between the LCD here. Once we get our tool in there, we can just gently pry right along the sides here. Pop that open. Just like that. Alright, so to disconnect the battery, what we want to do is remove this metal bracket here. So there's two Phillips screws. So we'll just remove those two. Now to disconnect the battery, we just need to remove this little plug here. So we'll just do it with our tweezers. And we're just going to leave it unplugged for about 20 seconds. Alright, now that the battery's been disconnected for about 20 seconds, we're just going to reconnect that until it snaps into place. And we will hook up our charger and see if that helps. Okay, so now that the battery is connected, I'm just going to fold this back and try plugging the charger again. And look at that, we now have a battery icon. So it looks like it might be charging. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a little bit of a charge and then we will put it all back together. Okay, so I left this charging for a bit and it looks like it's all back and working again. So I'm just going to power this off. Okay, and I'm just going to disconnect the charger. And we're going to put back the metal plate. Screw those back in. Okay, so once the plate's back, we're just going to make sure that the front edge is in here. Slides in like that. And then we're just going to snap it back in. Okay, and then we're going to replace the two screws at the bottom. Okay, so that seems to have fixed the problem for me. Just disconnecting and reconnecting the battery. I think the next thing I would have tried if that wouldn't have worked is probably a new battery. See if that solves the issue. And failing that, I probably would start troubleshooting the motherboard, making sure that there's no short circuits on any of the caps or any of the ICs on the board. So give that a try as your first step if this happens to you.